Hi everyone, welcome to A Beer with Brad episode 43. Tonight I'm having another hazy IPA by Lumen Brewing Company. Lumen Brewing Company's just been making some great hazy IPAs. This one before I had it was called Crush. They were just fantastic. This one, from the time you crack the can open, just the smell comes out of the can, and it's a wonderful smell, wonderful beer. Lumen's down on 13th Street in Omaha, the little bohemian neighborhood, very up and coming neighborhood. A lot of cool stuff going on there right now, and Lumen's just part of that great growth down there on 13th Street. So, double IPA from Lumen Brewing Company. Just a quick reminder before we get started here that the 7th and 8th of September is the Rockbrook Village Art Fair. It's coming right up, and I still don't have my exact booth assignment, but I'm assuming I'm going to be pretty close to where I normally am, kind of on the main row, a little bit to the west of center. So, but check out the whole art fair. It doesn't really matter where I am. You just wander around until you find me. But again, Saturday and Sunday, September 7th and 8th, Rockbrook Village, 108th and Center here in Omaha. Get out, check it out. Hopefully it's cooler than it was when I took these air show photos. So tonight I'm going to talk about the air show. Did some photography down there of the Thunderbirds. Omaha hasn't had an air show. I think it's been 7 years now, 6, 7 years somewhere. We had floods, we had COVID, then they replaced the runway. It's just been one thing after another. So there has not been an air show at Offutt Air Force Base in quite a long time. So it was awesome to get down there. We did have the air show in Lincoln last year. Went and photographed the Blue Angels, but it was great to have one here in town again. Took the kids down there for a short time. It was 100 degrees with a heat index of like 111 or 115, something like that. Crazy. Too hot to stay there all day with the kids, but went down there, photographed the Thunderbirds, and I'll just go through my favorites from the Thunderbird. So this first one here is just a close-up of 4 of the jets flying in a really tight formation, and they were really close to the car. The picture is a little bit backlit, but to get all 4 where you can see the pilots in all 4, it was one of the few times that actually came close enough to where we were to get this picture. We weren't on base, we were just in a field just to the south. Again, that was just so we could get in there, watch the Thunderbirds, and get out of there without being out in the heat all day. But overall, cool picture. I wanted to get one where you could actually see the pilots in there because it's just kind of cool. I love the formations that the planes make, but I did want some close-ups too. So this next one is a formation. The planes are flying straight up, kind of in a diamond pattern. I just put this one a little bit left to center and just try to make a more of an interesting composition. With the blue skies and the planes up in the air, there's not really anything to compose except for the orientation of where you put the airplanes on your canvas, so to speak. So this one I put them a little left to center, going straight up, kind of has a nice negative space on the right side of the picture. And this one you can actually see the cockpits, the plane. A lot of them where we were, the plane, we got a lot of belly shots, so it was kind of nice on this one to get the planes flying with see the top of the planes. Here's one where you see the bottom of the planes. Well, the bottom planes are really cool because they do have that big Thunderbird logo on the belly. So they had just made a loop. You can kind of see the smoke. I have the smoke in the background from where they were going up, and then it's a lot tighter smoke where I don't even know if it's really smoke, because it's steam, something that they put out. And then the planes are still in that diamond pattern. Again, seeing the bottom of them. Just kind of like the kind of curl of the smoke in this one. So next one, again, bottom of the planes do have that cool logo on the belly, but I do wish a few more of them, they were actually flipped around. This one, I just kind of orientated the picture so they're coming from the bottom left-hand corner and going out the upper right-hand corner. Again, with nothing in the sky except for a big blue blank canvas. It was more of just cropping these how I wanted to just to make them, some kind of visual interest on the picture. So again, this one I have coming in from the bottom left, the nose is pointing towards the upper right. Here's just the opposite, again, diamond pattern, and I got them. This is where you see the tops of the jets, so they're coming in, they're just coming off a roll where they came over, and again, just kind of orientated this so you get the planes coming through the picture pointing off another corner. This one was kind of neat because the planes are just in a single file line going straight up. Again, I could have just centered this, done a vertical photo and centered it. Just kind of doing something a little different, putting the planes kind of up on that upper right hand corner and leaving a lot of blank negative space on the left. Just doing something a little bit different. You probably see a ton of photos out there where the planes are just completely centered, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anything against anyone else's pictures, but I just want to try to do something different and mix it up a little bit. Here's probably the closest any of the planes got to us today. Again, it's the bottom. This would be really cool if it was flipped the other way, and you probably would have been able to see the pilot in there really good. This thing was almost right above us, coming off a turn. This one's just a little different. It kind of reminded me of, I don't know, either fireworks or like a group of flowers or something, just kind of all coming as they spread out. The only thing I wish is that one of the planes is obstructed by the smoke a little bit, but you can't really change that. You're there capturing what they're doing, so you can't really nitpick that. One thing I wish was a little bit different, but overall I just kind of like the way they were all coming out and spreading out as they went towards the top. Here's one of my favorites of the air show. I like when all 6 of them are together and they do that big diamond pattern or triangle pattern with all 6 planes. So again, coming up from the bottom left, pointing towards the upper right. Could have centered them again, but just trying to mix it up a little bit. Same formation after they came off a roll, so they're actually facing us. I like this one a lot. You can see the plane, that white really jumps out against that blue sky, and then all the smoke. Again, just trying not to center them, do something a little bit different. Here, all 6 of them are going pretty steep climb, kind of just starting to curl over. I think they're in a loop. This one is probably my least favorite of all of the compositions here. I do like the formation and the angle. They're kind of at a unique angle, but I don't think the way I crop this is probably my favorite. If I go back and edit this, I'll probably run through these again, give it a few more days or another week or two, and kind of go through them and see if there's anything I mix and anything that's I saw that might be better, and then I might play with this one a little bit more. Here's probably one of the next few pictures in that sequence. So as I've been going through these, it's just basically the beginning of the Thunderbird show to the end of the Thunderbird show. They're still in that same formation, but this one's a little bit more interesting, I think, just because it's just not centered straight up in the middle of the picture. It's kind of coming across the screen at you, pointing towards the corner of the photo. Again, kind of at a unique angle, so it's kind of neat. Here they're coming down out of that same roll. All 6 of them are together, really tight formation. This one's, the composition's okay. I don't know, I wish you could see more of that curl, like if I would have zoomed out, but also then you start losing detail in the planes if you zoom out too far, but still a cool picture. And then here's one where the 4 of them were going up and then they split apart. Just kind of a fun, you can see basically you got 2 different side profiles of the jets. You have the top and then you have the bottom, so you get to see kind of all 4 in one picture, which is kind of cool. Again, the air shows are awesome. I did try to go earlier. They had I think it was an F-18 or something. We got there right as it was finishing. Basically what I did is I talked to some people that went Saturday, got some times about when the certain jets were flying, and then Sunday I went down there thinking that the air show would be exactly the same Saturday and Sunday. So the plane that I was expecting, the F-18, I was expecting to be flying at 1 o'clock. It was just finishing when I got down there, so didn't get to do that. I think I would have been a little bit too far away anyways. I think some of those cool shots you see of the fighter jets, when you get the condensation or whatever that is that comes off the wings. I think I would have had to have been a little bit closer for that, but there's always next year. They do the air shows all the time, so hopefully next time they come around, or next time Lincoln has one, it's not 100 degrees, and can actually go spend some time out on the runway watching the air show up close. So again, if you haven't been down to Lumen on 13th Street, that's a fantastic beer. So like I said, this is just another in a line. You never know what they're going to have. They always rotate through different beers, like a lot of breweries seem to be doing these days. But I haven't had one there that I really haven't liked yet. They've all been great. So again, hope to see everyone at the art fair, 7th and 8th of September, Saturday and Sunday. Again, it's 10 to 6 Saturday, 10 to 5 Sunday. Always a great time. Always a lot of cool stuff there. Hopefully we have some really good weather, and everyone's able to get out and enjoy it. I haven't looked. That Rockbrook Art Fair always has a Nebraska football game sometime during it, so hopefully I'll look at the schedule and it's a time that will not affect the art fair. Hopefully it's like an evening game, late evening game. So, but I appreciate everyone tuning in. I have a fun time making these videos. I'm glad that from when I talk to people, you get a lot of enjoyment out of watching them. Hope you're enjoying the beers I pick. If you ever have any questions or want to suggest something, feel free to shoot me an email. My email address is brad@bradwilliamsphotography.com. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again, and have a great evening. We'll see you again next time.